Hello students, today we will revise chapter 2. In chapter 2, see what we have to study is ionic bonding, covalent bonding, and the last one is coordinate covalent bond. Okay, see, first one is ionic bonding, where the bond is formed between a positive atom and a metal atom and a non-metal atom. In covalent bond, the bond is formed between two non-metal atoms, and this I'll explain you later. Now see, if you are talking about ionic bonding, here in ionic bonding, the bond it is formed by transfer of electron. Yes, in ionic bonding, the bond is formed by transfer of electron. By electron transfer. Yes, here the bond is formed by transfer of electrons. So if we'll see, suppose we have to form bond between NaCl. The simplest example I am taking. Okay, then we will discuss other examples also. Suppose NaCl is there. Why these bonds are formed? What happens when Na and Cl will combine together? We will study this also. See, if you are talking about, before starting with NaCl, I am just telling you why metal or non-metal atoms, metal and non-metal atom, they form bond and noble gases do not. You all know that. Yes. See, metal atom and non-metal atom, they do not have their octet complete. They do not have 8 electrons in their outermost shell. That's why these metal and non-metal atom, when they combine with any other atom, they either form bond by transfer of electron or by sharing of electron. Okay, to complete their octet and to attain stability. And if we are talking about, suppose neon, argon we are talking about. Neon has atomic number 10. Argon has atomic number 18. So if we'll do its electronic configuration will be 2,8. Its electronic configuration will be 288. See, 8 electrons are present in the outermost shell, and if an atom it is having 8 electrons in the outermost shell, it means that its octet is complete. Yes, and that atom is stable. It means if other metal and non-metal atom, they have to complete their octet when they combine with any other atom. Yes, so they do it in two ways, mainly two ways we will study first, that is by ionic bonding, and the second one is covalent bonding. So here we'll first study ionic bonding. Let's see how the bond is formed between Na and Cl here. See, Na has atomic number 11. Its electronic configuration will be 281. Cl on the other hand, it has atomic number 17. So its electronic configuration will be 287. Yes, I am doing Lewis structures, drawing Lewis structures only having valence electrons. Na, it has one valence electron only, having electronic configuration 281. On the other hand, chlorine, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 valence electron. See, it has 287 electronic configuration. It needs one electron to complete its octet. It has to lose one electron to complete its octet. So it will transfer its electrons to this chlorine atom. This electron to this chlorine atom. See, when sodium, it is having electrons, if we talk about, electrons are, how many electrons are present? 11 electrons. Protons are also plus 11. So net charge in sodium atom is 0. But here, see, sodium atom, when it is losing an electron, it means electrons are now becoming 10, but protons, they will remain the same. This I have told you so many times, that whenever an atom loses electrons, their nucleus will remain, or the nuclear composition, it remains the same. No transfer of proton and neutron takes place. Only electron, it either an atom loses electron or it gains electrons. So here, if you'll see, net charge will be +1. This net charge +1 comes over here. Okay, this will become Na plus. Now its electronic configuration will be 2,8. And here if we talk about chlorine, having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 its own, and 1 it has gained from sodium. It will acquire negative charge. So this is the ionic bond which is formed by transfer of electron from a metal atom to a non-metal atom. Okay, one more example we will do. Example, it is of magnesium oxide. See, you have to practice so many examples from your book itself. Magnesium chloride we are taking. Magnesium, it has atomic number 12. Chlorine has atomic number 17. See, first you should know the formula of that compound, then only you can do all this. Otherwise, if you will write the molecular formula MgCl, then you won't be able to draw the or to show the ionic bonding. Okay, its electronic configuration will be 282. Its electronic configuration will be 287. Now see, 2 chlorine atoms are present over here. It means magnesium having electronic configuration 282 and 2 chlorine atoms are present over here, and each has 7 valence electrons. Yes. So this magnesium having 2 valence electron, it will lose, or it will transfer its 1 electron to this chlorine atom and the other electron to this chlorine atom. Now this Mg, it will acquire +2 charge, and 2 chloride ions will be formed like this. 2 chloride ions will be formed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, having a negative charge. This is how ionic bonds are formed. Ionic bonds are formed by transfer of electron from a metal atom to a non-metal atom. These are called ionic bonds. Okay. Now we will study covalent bonds or covalent bonding. Covalent bonds are formed by sharing of electrons. If you are talking about covalent bonds, covalent bonds are formed by sharing of electrons, and covalent bonds are formed between 2 non-metal atoms. See here, if sharing is taking place, like suppose we have taken example of methane. Okay, here 1 atom of carbon is there and 4 atoms of hydrogen are present. Carbon has atomic number 6, its electronic configuration will be 2, 4. Hydrogen has atomic number 1. It means only 1 electron is there. In case of hydrogen, its duplet will be completed, K shell, having 2 electrons only. So 1 carbon is there and 4 hydrogens are present over here. This carbon is having 1, 2, 3 and 4 valence electron, and hydrogen has 1 electron. Yes. So see, duplet of hydrogen is completed here. Here too duplet is completed. Here too duplet is completed, and here too duplet is completed. Now it's a turn of carbon atom. 4 electrons it was having, and 4 it has shared with other 4 hydrogen atoms. So this is how bond is formed between carbon and hydrogen in formation of methane. Okay, in the same way, if we'll see, suppose nitrogen is given to us and we have to form the bond between nitrogen, then nitrogen, it has atomic number 7, its electronic configuration will be 2, 5. 2 nitrogen atoms are there, each is having 5 valence electron. It means each nitrogen atom will be requiring 3 electrons to complete its octet. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will share these 3 electrons like this. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it was already having 6, 7, 8, it has shared, and this too has shared like this. It means N triple bond N. The bond will be formed like this. Okay, so these bonds are called covalent bonds. Now, two more examples we will study here. The one is of water and the other is of ammonia. See, water, it has formula H2O. Two hydrogen atoms are there and one oxygen atom is there. Hydrogen has atomic number 1. Oxygen has atomic number 8. Its electronic configuration will be 2,6. Yes, oxygen with two hydrogens. See, one electron is here, one electron is here. Now it's a turn of oxygen. We'll denote or we'll write the number of valence electrons in oxygen atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. See, duplet is completed here. Duplet is completed here too. If we'll see oxygen, it is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 its own electrons. 7 from this hydrogen and 8 from this hydrogen. Yes. The pair of electron which participate in bonding. See, this is participating in bonding. This pair of electron is participating in bonding. These are called bond pairs. Okay. And this is a pair of electron which is not participating in bonding. These are called lone pairs. Read it very carefully. Okay. The pair of electron which take part in bonding, it is called bond pair, and the pair of electron which do not participate in bonding, it is called lone pair. Now we will see ammonia. Okay. Ammonia, NH3. Nitrogen, it has atomic number 7, electronic configuration will be 2, 5. Hydrogen, it has 1 electron only. Nitrogen having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electrons. And hydrogens, 1, 2, 3 hydrogens are present over here. It will share these electrons with this hydrogen. Yes. Now this nitrogen, it is already having 5 electrons, and 6, 7, 8 it has shared from 3 hydrogen atoms. So the bond which is formed between nitrogen and hydrogen, it is like this. This is bond pair, bond pair, bond pair, and this is a lone pair of electron. So ammonia, it has one lone pair of electron. Now this was about covalent bonding. Now we will study coordinate covalent bonds. Coordinate covalent bonds, if we talk about coordinate covalent bonds. Here we will study the formation of ammonium ion first. Ammonium ion. See, ammonia, if we are talking about ammonia, when it is added to water, H plus and OH minus H2O, when it combines with water, it forms ammonium ion. This NH3, it combines with this H plus, it changes to NH4 plus OH minus, hydroxyl ion. So NH4OH is formed when ammonia gas, it is passed through water, ammonium hydroxide is formed. Now here what we have to see is this ammonia, it is combining with H plus to form NH4 plus, and this OH minus will remain in the solution. See, nitrogen having one lone pair and 3 bond pairs are there. With hydrogen it has bonded. When it will combine with H plus, which is not having even a single electron, see, 1 electron, hydrogen has 1 electron, but here it is H plus, means that 1 electron too it has lost. It is totally deficient of electron. So when it will combine with this ammonia, this nitrogen atom having a lone pair of electron, it will share its lone pair with this totally deficient ion. Okay. Here in coordinate covalent bond is formed between two atoms, but both the electrons are of one atom only. Nothing is shared from the other atom or ion. Okay. Both the electrons are from one atom only. So if a bond will be formed, it will be like this. Nitrogen, this bond is denoted with an arrow, and these were the hydrogens which this ammonia was already having. So now it has formed a bond between its bond between with hydrogen ion, which is denoted as this, along with OH minus. So this is how ammonium ion is formed. In the same way, study about hydronium ion also, and I'll take your test on Monday of chapter 2. Thank you.